Hey everyone, good morning. Thank you so much for joining in today. And I'm sorry I was just running late due to traffic, but thank you so much for coming here before even me. Yeah. So let's get started without a further ado. I would like to introduce about GirlScript Summer of Code, which is an open source program that we started 6 years ago. So I'll be telling you a story of how we started it, what is the program, what are some success stories, and yeah, let's do this. So before we get started, I just wanted all of you to get excited, just see the numbers of what we have done so far. We had around 90,000 participants from last 6 editions from around 14 countries across the globe. Last year, if we talk about 2023, we had around 17,000 participants who were beginners in open source, never heard about open source, never contributed to open source, never heard about GitHub or anything at all. And then they ended up, contributing to 100 plus projects. I would like to tell a few stories before we deep dive into the program just to get you excited. So we have Yati here in the first photograph from the left. She started in our 2018 program in the very first edition. Red Hat was the sponsor. She was a top participant in the program, and then she got hired by the Red Hat as a developer, and now she's working with IBM in one of the Red Hat's projects. So she belonged from a tier 2 city, never contributed to open source in India, and not into a very premium university or college, but then her life changed automatically just by participating in the program. Then we had Jeel. She also belonged to a tier 2 city in India again, and now she works as SD2 at Walmart. And this year, in 2023, like last year, we got Kashish, and she is now getting an offer from Goldman Sachs to work as a developer. This is one of the top 3 contributors review from last year. And she appreciates the team of what the work we have done, and now she is working actively in the industry. So we are not just bringing women. The program is open for all. GirlScript is an open for all organization. I just didn't want people to have any bias with just name and not think that it's a girls only or women only organization. So even men can participate, but we have equal number of women developers as well. And this is the first time we are achieving these kind of numbers in any technical program. We had a lot of sponsors, hundreds of them, and they really helped us, supported us throughout the years, and we are really grateful for that. So why we started the program, or why we needed any open source program, for beginners? There were already many programs. You might have heard about biggest of the programs like Outreachy, Google Summer of Code, all of it. And when I started GirlScript Summer of Code, people thrashed me a lot on social media. They told me that you are just copy pasting any program. But my motto to start this program was there was lack of any beginner friendly program. So for example, if you want to apply to any bigger program right now into open source, you need to know what GitHub is. You need to know how to make a contribution. You need to know how to apply for a particular project, and then you get shortlisted among those people. So you have to compete as well. But here we wanted no bar. We wanted people with legit applications to get selected, no matter whatever their knowledge or experience is. So there was lack of beginner friendly programs. There were a lot of bottlenecks. Also, I met one of the persons, very interesting ones in India, because Google was offering $5,000 as a stipend for the Summer of Code program, and that person only earned his income by making contribution on behalf of other people. So his only work was to work for 3 months, just get the stipend from these students and get them a certificate of being a contributor. So the system was really messy. People were just doing it for money or just getting fame, and I wanted to change that and make it, less monetary driven and more value driven. I feel that open source programs should be open and welcoming, and they shouldn't have any restriction such as based on knowledge, or they shouldn't compete to become part of this world. So we started this program for the community, by the community. So right now, from last 6 years, I have no role as a founding director in running the program at all. I am very proud to say that. It is entirely run by community, 100%. Every year, new program managers select other people. They select the other team members, and that's how we run the program. What we did different, beginner friendly, of course, but we shortlist all the legit applications. We have no prerequisites, so if you don't know open source at all, you can still apply, you can still become part of the program, and you can still contribute. We are not just looking for well-established open source organizations who have well-established projects, but we give you a chance. So if you have a project in mind that you want to start as an open source project, you just need to set up your GitHub repository, create some issues, and you are good to go. You can even participate as an admin, you can participate as a mentor, you can pitch your project, and you can even become a participant. There is no money involved, but we add some value, like we fund people's travel scholarship to different conferences. We give them job fair opportunities. We give them LinkedIn recommendation. Our students are now studying masters in computer science in Ivy League universities. Yeah, all of this we created with just one program. So this is how we create the further value. We give them swags, we give them vouchers, and we provide them with recommendation. Many of them work with the foundation after that, and we give them internships, and they volunteer with us as well. So it wasn't a smooth ride at all. As I said, I got trolled on the internet. We had remote communication because this is 100% remote program. We had a lot of inconsistency, like some people participated, but then some lacked motivation. Budget was also a constraint. So over the time, like we decided to how to reduce the cost of this project. So we worked a lot on that. But stories like these kept us going. So this is Janvi. She was a program manager, so she was not even a participant, but she learned sort of management skills and managing open source projects by being a program manager. And now she studied her master's at Cornell. I wrote her recommendation myself for the college, and she now works at Consulting and worked earlier with Washington Post. So yeah, we have Soumya. You might know her. She is really popular on Twitter, have 160K plus followers. She's LinkedIn top voices and also works at Red Hat. So she was also a mentor and a program manager for the program. We also had some mentors or participants who turned to be sponsors. So last year, one of our sponsors was Mentro, which is a mentorship application in India. And this person, Jaydeep, he was one of our mentors 3 years back. So then he started his own company and now became a sponsor for the program. So how to run a successful business or any startup or any program that you want to start from scratch, you have to be a really, really good observer. So I found out a program. I didn't copy paste any program that existed, but I found the gap that beginners need support. They don't have any hand-holding, and they need to start somewhere. And once they start, they will automatically, have other people to help them. And that's what we do at GirlScript. We just give them first 0 to 1 starting. So I observe that, learn from others' mistakes, what they are making, and then I customized it according to what I wanted. So don't wait for perfection. If you want to start up, just start. Don't wait for it. So how to run a beginner-friendly program successfully, empathize, step into other shoes, understand like what they have problems with, take feedback, make others leaders. So as I mentioned, I have no role in the program, but you have to inculcate leadership in other people and make them do things for you. And you just need to sit back and relax. So yeah, focus on cost cutting. Safety and security in community programs is really important, especially if you have so many women developers. and focus on education and creating values. So GirlScript, I'll just talk quickly. I don't have much time. So the foundation was established in 2017 by me. It was my college project under Mozilla Open Leaders program. My mentor was Christy Whitaker from London Turing Institute. We started this program. We have Web3 Conf India, Uplift, Let's Buy, Women in Tech hiring programs we did with Atlassian. We had around 38,000 women last year. Only women developers participating. So we have a lot of programs like that. Our main focus is tech for India and for the world. So we want to teach 1.4 billion people. So I'll just end my talk by saying that a famous quote from Linus Torvalds himself, that open source is like science and you can customize it according to how you want. You shouldn't be afraid to create new programs and new ideas. We are coming back for the 7th year with our program. The website is GSSoC.girlscript.tech. Take it down if you are interested. Share with other beginners. I would love to see all of you participating in any way possible. Thank you so much.